Have you ever felt like life just won't stop hitting you? Maybe you're going through one of those seasons where every time you think things are getting better, something else goes wrong. There's this old preacher named Charles Spurgeon who talked about black envelopes. You know how good news usually comes in nice packaging? Well, sometimes God's blessings come in wrapped in what looks like really bad news. Here's the honest truth. It's really hard to be thankful when you're exhausted and everything feels like it's falling apart. We all know we should say thank you when someone gives us a gift, but how are you supposed to feel grateful when life hands you a devastating diagnosis, a heartbreak, or the loss of your job? Today, we're not going to talk about putting on a fake smile or pretending everything's fine. We're going to talk about real strength, the kind that helps you stay steady when your whole world is shaking. There's a Bible verse that a lot of people misunderstand, and it makes them feel guilty for no reason. It's 1 Thessalonians 5:18, and it says, "Give thanks in all circumstances." Here's what I need you to hear. This does not mean you have to be thankful for the bad thing that happened. You don't have to thank God for the cancer. You don't have to be grateful for the betrayal or the loss. God never asks you to pretend that something evil is actually good. The game changer is one little word: in. We give thanks in the middle of the hard times, not for the hard times. Why? Because even when everything around us is chaotic, God hasn't abandoned us. He's still right there with us. Think of it like this. When a storm hits your house, the storm itself is terrible, but you can still be thankful that you have people who love you, that you're not facing it alone, that you have shelter. The situation has changed, but God's love for you hasn't. He's still in control, and He's still on your side. Let me tell you about a woman named Corrie ten Boom. During World War II, she was thrown into a Nazi concentration camp, one of the darkest, most horrible places you can imagine. Her sister Betsy told her they needed to be thankful for everything, even the fleas that were crawling all over their sleeping area. Corrie thought her sister had lost her mind. Fleas? Really? How could disgusting bugs possibly be something to thank God for? But here's what they discovered later. The guards refused to come into their barracks because they were so grossed out by the fleas. And because the guards stayed away, Corrie and Betsy were able to secretly hold Bible studies and pray with the other prisoners without getting caught or punished. Those annoying fleas that seemed like just one more awful thing, they were actually protecting them. Sometimes the things that irritate us or make life harder are actually shielding us from something much worse, or they're pushing us to rely on God in a way we never would have otherwise. Okay, so how do you practice gratitude when you're hurting? Here's the truth. Gratitude isn't a warm, fuzzy feeling that just shows up. It's like a muscle. You have to exercise it, especially when it's hard. Exercise number 1, the 10 things list. When you're going through something really difficult, I want you to sit down with a piece of paper and force yourself to write down 10 things you can thank God for right now. They don't have to be big things. Maybe it's the fact that you woke up this morning, a friend who checked in on you, your favorite coffee, the roof over your head, that you're not going through this completely alone. In the Bible, this is called a sacrifice of praise. It's called a sacrifice because it costs you something to do it when your heart is breaking. Exercise number 2, look for glimmers. Therapists use this word, glimmers. These are tiny moments of peace or beauty that remind you that good things still exist. It might be the smell of fresh air after it rains, the way sunlight comes through the window, a song that makes you feel less alone, your dog wagging its tail when you come home. These little moments are like anchors. They keep you grounded when everything else feels out of control. Exercise number 3, pray with thanksgiving. There's a verse in Philippians 4:6-7 that gives us a powerful formula. When you bring your problems to God, bring thanksgiving with them. Here's what that sounds like. God, I'm scared about this medical test coming up, but thank you that I have doctors who care. Thank you that I'm not facing this alone. Thank you that you've gotten me through hard things before. Something supernatural happens when you do this. The Bible says God sends protection like a guard around your heart and mind. Here's the simple truth. Worry and worship can't exist in the same space. When you focus on God's promises instead of just your problems, anxiety loses its grip. I want to leave you with this picture. God is the ultimate recycler. There is absolutely nothing in your life, no matter how painful or broken, that He can't repurpose for something good. I've heard stories of old bomb craters from wars, massive holes in the ground from destruction that were later filled with water and turned into baptism pools where new believers started their faith. That's what God does. He takes the worst things and creates something beautiful from them. He turns sin into forgiveness, death into new life, your deepest pain into a story of hope that will help someone else one day. Whatever you're going through right now, it's not random. It's not God forgetting about you. He's using even this hard season to shape you into someone stronger, wiser, and more complete in your faith. Don't let doubt tell you that God has abandoned you. He hasn't. He's just not finished with your story yet. So today, right in the middle of the mess, choose to thank Him for one thing, just one, and watch how He begins to restore your soul one small step at a time. If this message spoke to you today, I'd love for you to subscribe to the channel. We're building a community of people who are learning to stick to their faith even when life gets hard, and we'd be honored to have you be part of it. And here's my ask. If you know someone who's going through a tough season right now, someone who's struggling to find hope, would you share this video with them? Sometimes the message someone needs most is just one click away. You might be the person God uses to encourage them today. Drop a comment below and let me know, what's one thing you're choosing to be grateful for today, even in the middle of the struggle? I read every single comment and I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Keep sticking to your faith.